videoing random people.
I'm videoing random people. It's the most random one so far.
You want to fight?
Most random one so far.
Most random one. ChrisBlu, don't forget the name. Right, let's start with switch-arounding Anthony Head.
Yes.
Let's go around to the top.
Big crowd round him at the front.
Prowse there now. See him?
Oh, yeah, on the right. That's not...
Try and get the charm. Charm always that photos. You know, some people don't.
Casey.
Come on, have one with him.
Do you reckon I'll shoot?
I'll take a picture of him, yeah.
Go on, do it.
He seems happy enough to do it. I'll take it.
Alright. Is he Star Trek? No, that's pretty good. That is pretty good. Hey? Yeah. We should buy one. We should buy one and do it. Yeah, it's fair play to him as well. He's smiling as well, so...
Yeah, he's been happy all the time. Tries to get closer to him as he walks by him.
Yeah, I like he's going to walk by over here. I think so, yeah. Best costume. That must be why so many of them turned up.
Skerrit goes on.
Oh fuck, from the X-Files.
Yeah, how did I miss him? I didn't recognise him.
He wasn't here this morning. Okay, all good.
Hi, Danielle Harris from the Halloween franchise, and you're watching the Short Tube Channel.
Hi guys, a very, very, very knackered and tired Short Tooth coming to you tonight, after a very, very long day. Very good day, but a very, very long day. Because today I have been out at film and Comic Con all day. Very early start, very late now, very, very tired, but very worth it. I'm going to show you at the end of this video about 5 or 6 minutes worth of footage from my trip out to Comic Con today. And I wasn't alone. I was with another YouTuber that you may be familiar with, Mr. ChrisBlu007, Mr. Steelbook, whatever you want to call him. You can check out his channel below, but I'm pretty sure that everyone that knows me already knew him way before I was on the scene. He's a cool guy, he's a wicked guy. Just arranged to meet up with him at the convention today and went round together. It was pretty awesome. He's a cool dude as well. Wicked day out we had. I won't bore you too much with all of it, but I just want to show you and talk to you about a few of the bits that got done. It was a very early start, as I say. Got up to London, Kensington Olympia about 9, 9:15 I think it was. Chris was already there waiting for me. We didn't have to wait too long to get in because we had the early bird tickets. But we got in, and man, it was carnage. It was busy. It was very, very busy up there today. But we got everyone that we wanted to see done and dusted. We didn't spend too much time on the stalls or anything like that, but the people that we wanted to see, we saw, and we got that all well done and dusted, which was cool, which is wicked. So basically, once we got there, we got straight into the photo booth queue. Really, after I think we did a quick. No, we didn't go and see any of the people first. Went straight to the photo booth to queue up to get our tickets, because the people we wanted tickets with, I wanted Danielle Harris first and foremost, straight away, right at the beginning. Which you may have seen a little intro to at the beginning of this. I'm not saying anything about that. That's just a done thing now. You know, me and Danielle go way back. No, we don't, obviously. I wish we did. So anyway, I went to a photo shoot with Danielle while he stayed and got some tickets for us for the photo shoots with Gillian Anderson and with Karl Urban. So I went ahead and I only had to queue for about 10-15 minutes maybe for Danielle, and ended up with this, which is a pretty cool picture, although the lights aren't very flattering at these things. They really, really aren't, because you're standing next to some super gorgeous man or super gorgeous woman, and you're just, well, you're me, you're Short Tooth, or whoever else, and you don't look the best on camera, do you know what I mean? They got a lot of lights going on in your face. It's not the nicest setting to be in at all. But it's lovely. It was wicked to finally meet Danielle Harris. Like, I've been such a fan of her for ages and ages and ages. Halloween 4 and 5 I was watching when I was about 4 or 5 years old. Anyway, got that done. Got back to Chris. We had the tickets for Gillian. We had the tickets for Karl. We went into both of those throughout the day. There was a lot of queuing involved, particularly for Gillian. There was a point at which we thought we weren't going to be able to get her, and we just managed to kind of sneak in on the back end of the line. Went into Gillian. Got the photo with Gillian, but I had to have 2 photos taken with her because something went wrong with the first one, which gave Chris the opportunity to say, because he was in the line behind me, he was like, "Oh, it's alright, I can hold on to you a little bit longer then, can't I?" So I think she may be like that. And then straight after that we went straight into the Karl Urban shoot, and all the way in the queue I was saying to Chris, I'm going to get him to do the Judge Dredd look, you know, with the mouth down. I can't do it, but quite a moody look. He was smiling in everyone else's photos, you could tell from the get-go, and I was like, no, I want the Judge Dredd look, that's what I want. I want him to have that miserable look, which you can't really see because it's only that part of his face anyway. But Chris was like, nah, he won't do it, I don't think he'll do it. Anyway, got to him, lucky enough, I said to him, "Oh, can you do the look, can you do the look?" And it moved so quick, and he sort of laughed, and he went, "Oh, yeah," and he did it, and it's wicked. And here's the photo, which is pretty cool. And then Chris obviously got his photo as well. And then outside of that, we got a few autographs. We saw a lot of people. One of the first people we saw was Tom Skerrit, who signed like both our Alien box sets, a couple of steelbooks for Chris. but he didn't say anything to us really. We don't know if that's because he's like an old guy. He's getting on a bit now, but it's hard to tell. You know, it is hard to tell with him because he didn't say much. He was getting his assistant to rub his hand, massage his hand a bit like it was hurting. But I don't really know much to say that, and I felt bad because that was like the first one that Chris had seen as well, so I didn't want him to get the wrong impression. But luckily, straight after that, we saw Alex Winter, who you will know from Bill and Ted. He was super cool. He was wicked. He was well up for it. He was up for a chat. We got photos taken with him at the booth as well. It was really cool. He was a nice guy. Really liked that. I got a rock-on signature from him as well. I want to blitz through it because I don't want to talk in too much detail about it because I'm also knackered. Got Danielle Harris, obviously. So as you saw right at the beginning of this, I got a video for her to introduce the channel. I'm probably going to be overplaying that quite a bit, I would imagine, all things considered. She's a bit of an idol of mine. So to get her to do an intro to the channel was kind of cool, kind of wicked. Because I was really surprised that she didn't have much of a cue at all. And I just walked up to her, asked if she'd do it. She was kind enough to do it. Awesome, sorted. Who else did we see? We saw Hayden Panettiere. Now this is kind of funny because Chris, instead of getting pictures up at the front, because you can buy you pay for it to get their autograph, and in the price of that you get a glossy picture that they've got up front. And Chris was like, no, let's get some other pictures of her, because there was a stall there that did some other glossy pictures slightly better. And he picked this right pervy one, right? This is the one that you can see here. He's like, oh, you should get that, you should definitely get that. Anyway, he was walking up with his Scream 4 steel box to get sealed, to get signed, sorry. And I'm walking up there with this right pervy picture, and then right at the last minute I'm like, oh Chris, can you get it done for me? You get it done, get it signed, and I'll take a picture of you getting it done. So he had to be the one that come across as the pervy one, but I think he was cool with it. It was fine. Who else do we see? My mind's going blank now. We had a chat. Dave Prowse, we had to have it done. Got the Star Wars box set done. Had to be done, didn't it? Really did. Oh yeah, and obviously had to get my signatures from Danielle Harris, so I got my personalised one with her as Jamie from Halloween 4, that great ending of Halloween 4. And I also got her to sign my Halloween 2 DVD. I wish I'd taken a Blu-ray, but it's better than nothing, so I got her to sign my Halloween 2 DVD as well. That was cool. I also saw Kenny Baker there on the day, as always. It was his usual drunken self. Ask Chris, he'll tell you. Wine bottles on the table, all of that. There's loads of people there doing like cosplay as well. We saw Cherise Malfoy, one of the other users. She was walking around as Agent J, Agent K. Can't remember which one it is. She was walking around. Loads of people in costumes there. Loads of awesome, wicked stuff all round. There really was. And there was so much. I feel like I'm forgetting something, and I am feeling knackered. So if I have, I'll probably do an update video or something tomorrow to update on this. But it was a good day all round. I'll let you just have a look at this video to see things. It was wicked meeting Chris, hanging around with Chris today. He is a very cool guy. Really like him. And probably Chris will stick a video up in a few days or so you'll see it from his perspective as well. And he'll probably be able to talk to you about it a little bit better than me, maybe, because I'm just so knackered. But before I go, before I show you the video, also, I just want to show you two things. One quick thing, this was only a £5 there, it was like a deal. It's a new, I think it's a self-published graphic novel by Neil Gibson called Twisted Dark, Volume 1. There's Volume 1 and Volume 2 that were selling there, but I thought I'd get Volume 1. It was only a £5 to check it out, and it looks pretty cool. I mean, if any of you guys have read any of his stuff before, or if you've heard of this, or if you've read it, let me know. Post some comments below, let me know what it's like. Also, if you've been at FilmCon this weekend, let me know also how it's been going, what your thoughts are and all of that. Last thing before I go, now, I thought I was going to spend a shitload in the stalls, but because of the queues and because of all the different people we wanted to see, we didn't really buy that much from the stalls. We did a few walkarounds, but we didn't buy much from the stalls. One thing I did get though is this piece that I'm going to show you. Now, I went to my first FilmCon over a year and a half ago in Milton Keynes, and there was this stall, right? I'm going to disappear off the camera now because I've got to show you something. So I'm going to reverse this camera around a minute. Oh, what? I can't refer to it. Hang on a minute. Yeah, so, sorry, excuse me. I was at Milton Keynes and I saw this canvas. Now, you can't tell it too well because of the bloody light in my ceiling. It's too bright where the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man is. But if you look at that, let me take a step back a bit, it might be better to see. That is a Ghostbusters canvas, an actual scene from the film, which is wicked quality. It really is wicked quality. It was 80 quid, and it was awesome. And I had to snap it up at Milton Keynes, and I've had this with me for the past year and a half. It's one of my proudest little movie things that I've got, right? And as I was walking around the stalls today, walking around with Chris, I saw something else that just had to be done, and it was this. Now that is the exact same size as my Ghostbusters one, as you can see, almost the length of my bed, double bed, and that is a Jaws one. How cool is that, eh? That is pretty cool. See if I get up close, you can't really tell, but it's a cartoony effect on it, but really photorealistic as well. It is absolute quality, and that is going up on the wall. Probably take the place of that poster there. I'll stick that there and there, and I'm going to rack them up every year. There was another one there from The Dark Knight Rises, the scene with Joker hanging his head out the window as he's being pulled away in the car. But I don't know, I had to go with Jaws, it's too classic. But anyway, that's pretty awesome, so that's going up. Anyway, stick around, check out this video, I'm going to post it up now, let me know what you think. Cheers guys.